You had posted your support for the AG's lawsuit earlier today, but now that you've heard that the city and the DOJ have come to an agreement on this, what's your reaction?
I think the Attorney General has done a tremendous job. He's worked very well with the mayor here. I'm excited about the outcome, but I want to note for people across the country, District of Columbia residents, the only ones, tax-paying Americans, have no vote in Congress, no senators, no voting members of the House. We should never be in a position where we have to fight for our basic rights with the federal government. I'm glad about the outcome of today's court ruling, but this is startling when I think about democracy across our nation.
Councilmember White, we know that the council is in recess until September. So what have you all been doing to sort of respond to this police takeover and deployment of the National Guard?
Recess really just means we don't have legislative hearings, but we have been incredibly active. We've been meeting and in communication nonstop every single day with the other council members, with the mayor, with the attorney general, and with federal partners. We've been out at encampment sites, making sure that our residents are safe and getting to a place that's safe. We've been coordinating with community organizations. So we've been incredibly active. It's been a lot of early mornings and late nights, but that's just where we are in DC right now.
Councilmember White, this is your hometown. You both work here, live here, serve here. You've been watching what happened this week in your city, which is unprecedented in so many ways. And we just heard both the mayor and the AG talking about just this unprecedented cooperation in the midst of this. So how did you think we went from cooperation with local and federal partners to nearly a hostile takeover effort by the federal government?
I am a proud Washingtonian. Leslie, I'm a proud Washingtonian, and I try to stay in my role as a council member in work and in interviews, but this makes me angry. We should not be facing a hostile takeover by the president, by the federal government. There are 700,000 people who call DC home, who know that DC is not dirty, who know that one crime is too many, but we are not a crime-ridden city, who know that we are being used as political pawns at this moment for attempts to push in the door of democracy, not just in DC, but in LA, in Baltimore, in New York, in Chicago, and we don't like it. So we are asking people across the country to remember that this isn't just about DC. This is about democracy, and this is about where the president and his folks try to do this next. So we need the country united behind the District of Columbia, recognizing that we are more vulnerable here than any other place in the United States.
Councilmember White, how do you see this ending? What's next?
I wish I could tell you how it would end, but what I will say is I take the president at his word, and we all should. Now, he is going to continue to try a hostile takeover of DC. And if he is successful there, as he said in his press conference on Monday, he is going to LA next. He is going to Chicago. He is going to New York and to Baltimore. So we have to continue to fight, and we need all of the resources. We need our Democrats in Congress. We need Republicans who oppose big government to step in and say, this is not right. This is an important moment in history that we are in now, and we cannot relent this fight, but we do expect the fight to continue.
I know we are talking about this agreement to amend the order that was issued by AG Bondi, but if the court had allowed this to stand, what precedent might this have set for other aspects of local government here in DC?
There is no precedent here, Leslie. The president claimed an ambiguous national emergency as the excuse to put military and federal officers on the streets of DC. The president of the United States instructed them to rough people up, essentially violating their rights. And he said he's going to do this in other places. So this moment is an important one, and we cannot relent. We cannot allow a federal takeover of DC, and we have to recognize that if the president is successful here, he's going to do it in other places.
Important words for sure. Councilmember
Indeed.
Robert White, thank you for your time tonight.